Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be opening up a box that's just arrived at my house from Amazon, and hopefully within it is a diver's watch made by Seiko, and the number of it is a Seiko SNE 245P9. Certainly on the face of it, it seems like a bargain. It's 200 meters water resistant, it's solar powered, and I got it for a very good price. So let's hope this is in the box, because obviously I haven't opened it yet. Health and safety, I use scissors rather than a knife. I'm sure it's just as dangerous. Box to one side. There we go, as expected. It's a Seiko watch, or at least a Seiko box. Quite a nice quality box, you can see. It's made of cardboard, sort of denim colour. Lighting isn't great here. And there's the serial number, I imagine. Just catch the light there. As it states, it's an orange strap, SNE 245P9. Let's just see how good or otherwise this is. There's the box. Like I say, it's a sort of denim colour. It's sort of brushed. It's almost like a velvet, suede appearance. That's the actual lid. Take that away. And here we have the watch. Looking rather special. Let's get the lighting a bit better, shall we? Display the rubbish that's in my kitchen. Okay, this is as I've stated before, a 200 meters diver's watch, and it's actually certified. I believe in an earlier video that I watched that it has certificates within the box, but we'll see that later. Supplied on a rather fetching orange strap, and within the box, the tag there. Rather fetching strap, which is very, very orange. I think I'm likely to buy a black strap in times coming up. Let's just see how big it is. My fear was that this was too small, because I have a wrist of about 19 centimeters, which is above average. Put it that way. Nice wee cushion, squidgy and soft. Then we have the watch. Just have a look at the tag. Certainly looks and feels genuine. It's a relatively new model, as far as I'm aware, and solar powered, pretty much like the Eco Drive Citizen watches. I've always had my eye on the Citizens, but I think Seiko's tend to have the edge. And what it's basically saying there, as you can see, is it's got a $335 suggested list price, but I got it for considerably less than that, I can assure you. It really looks nice. Now I'm going down the solar route because I've just been quoted £60 for a very, very bog standard watch to have its battery replaced. I really don't want to do that again. I'm just going to compare it to another favourite of mine, same sort of design, and this is all of 15 quid's worth, but I do believe it's one of my favourite watches, and that's a similar sized Casio watch, and these retail for about £15 on Amazon, although perhaps I shouldn't say that because the prices change all the time. What I was hoping that this Seiko wasn't going to be smaller than the Casio, and my fears are unfounded because it's every bit as big. You could state it's not quite such a punchy display as the Casio, but I'm more than chuffed with the Casio. The downsides of the Casio, as you may know if you're a bit of a watch spotter like myself, is that the looms are very poor. I think the looms on Casios are very poor, and they've never seemed to get a grip of that. Even though they make fabulous watches, all the G-Shocks are absolutely wonderful, and the only watch in the world that's truly indestructible in sort of construction industries and all that sort of stuff. It's the watch to go for. Two downsides. Obviously, the upside being a £15 list price, but the downside is that this is a plastic crystal which scratches super easily, and the loom being awful. But for £15 I can't complain. Anyway, I love this to bits, but I wanted something that was very similar but a little bit more posh, with a glass face, a little bit more quality, and a nice loom at night time. So enough of the Casio, let's look at the Seiko. And here you have it. I'm already chuffed to bits. Now, you may have seen in the comparison that this is sort of iron plated. I don't know whether I think that's different from PVD, which is more of a matte sort of finish, but this is very glossy. As you can see, it really twinkles in the light, and I would rather it was matte, but now I've seen it in the flesh, I think it looks really nice. Unbelievable quality for the money. Like I say, I mean, Amazon aren't too keen on you, or eBay aren't keen on you quoting prices and stuff like that, but believe you me, this is incredible value. And as I say, it's solar powered, and so therefore it's really rather good for what I need. Now, I've got quite a large wrist. I don't know whether you can tell from there, but I'll just pop this on and see how it fits. There is a tendency to go for monster sort of faces these days, and although they can look good initially, they're quite impractical. And I would say this is quite a stiff band compared with my Casio, that's for sure. About twice as thick. It goes on like that. Always been a fan of Seiko watches. So it's not the best. It's my creasy skin there. It's not the best view of my wrist. But let's have a look at that a bit. Right. But I would say that sits quite nicely on my wrist. I do have big wrists, like I say, but I'm more than chuffed with that size. I suppose if I'm being really fussy, it could do with being very slightly larger. But no, I'm more than happy with that. And the build quality, I can just tell straight away, is absolutely fantastic. I've never done one of these videos before, and I often see people and I think, well, I could do better, but I appreciate now that it's quite a tricky thing to do, especially using an iPad as my main camera. But try and keep it in focus if I can, but I'll just slowly rotate it now, just so you get a measure of the quality of this thing. There are videos out there by Seiko that actually show you it much closer up. But I'm certainly chuffed to bits with my purchase, that's for sure. Well, that's pretty much my 10 minutes up, and thanks for watching my first ever product video. As far as I'm concerned, I would thoroughly recommend this watch. Get out and get them while they're still good value. Many thanks.